guys, it's Rachel. What's up? Welcome back. And first of all, happy holidays. I am feeling so festive right now. I got my Santa hat and this is keeping my head so cozy. Honestly, I might just like make this a look for college. I feel like in college, nobody really cares what you wear. I saw one of my classmates just wearing like an animal onesie one day, and honestly, I didn't even question it. I was just like, okay. So I feel like if I wear a Santa hat, it's chill. People might think I'm like kind of crazy, but at least my head will be warm. Anyways though, today I have a really fun video for you all. We are making some DIY last minute edible cake mix Christmas present or holiday presents. That was a really long title, I'm so sorry. But I think that these are so perfect for the holiday season because we're all so busy around this time of year anyways. The last thing you want to do is spend hours and hours baking something. And these are also fantastic for a last minute present because you don't want to be that person where like you get a text from a friend and they're like, oh, I'm gonna bring by your present in an hour. And you're like, oh, yep, I'm gonna drop off your present too. It's all ready, it's all wrapped up, and you have nothing. So I'm gonna save you all from that little crisis. We have got some really delicious cake mix cookies, we've got some cake mix donuts, and honestly, with the ingredients that we're gonna add to the cake mix, you really can't even tell that it's from a mix at all. So I hope you guys enjoy. And if you like this video, make sure you tap that subscribe button and turn on those notifications as well. And now without further ado, let's hop right into it. To start off, we are going to make our cake mix cookies. So into a large bowl, you'll need your box of cake mix, of course. Use any flavor you would like to. I guess I was feeling kind of basic this day because I just used yellow cake mix. And then just add in a half cup of oil, 2 room temperature eggs, and go ahead and give that all a stir. The batter is going to be relatively thin, but it's all good. It's going to give you some really nice soft chewy cookies. And then just add in a 1/4 cup of mix-ins. I went for some rainbow sprinkles here. Could I have just used funfetti cake mix? Probably. Oh well. And then I'll just take an ice cream scoop and go ahead and scoop out the cookies. These guys spread out quite a bit. I made some like really large cookies, kind of like bakery style ones, which I think is really fun for the holiday season. You've got like 5 days before New Year's resolutions kick in, so go ahead and treat yourself now. And you'll want to bake your cookies off at 350 for about 12 minutes. You know they're done when they're nice and golden brown around the edges. And check that out. You honestly can't even tell that you made them from a cake mix. And then here's all of our cookies. My plate is too small, but it's okay. Made it work. And now we can move on to the decoration. So I just have some royal icing in a piping bag here, and I'm just gonna pipe out some kawaii animals. So for instance, I made a bear. This is really simple. It's just like an oval and then 2 little ovals on the sides for the ears. And then I spread it out with a toothpick. I also think it's nice to write out your friends' names. So here I just wrote out Joss for my friend Jocelyn. Hey Jocelyn, if you're watching. And then you can just finish decorating the rest of your cookies. So you can do a bunny if you like to. These are really simple. If there's somebody you have a crush on, you could do a little heart. Honestly, like food always works if you're trying to win somebody over. And if it doesn't work, why do you even like them anyways? I think you should ditch them. And then I made this cookie for my friend Lauren, except we're not going back to school for like 2 weeks or so. So I like ate Lauren's cookie, but it's the thought that counts after all. Sorry, Lauren. I owe you like a meal swipe or something. And then you'll want to let the base set for about an hour. Of course, if you're making these super last minute, you don't have to decorate them. But if you do have a little bit more time, like maybe the night before, I think it's a nice touch. So I'm just adding some details onto the bunny. We got some ears, a nose, a little smiling mouth, and of course some eyes. How cute is that? And then for the panda, add on a nose, a mouth, eyes, all that standard stuff. And then I also added on some sprinkles for the center of the eye and some pink cheeks. And now your cake mix cookies are finished. How easy is that? And they're so cute too. I love these. Moving on, let's make our cake mix donuts. Of course, you're gonna start off with your box of cake mix. I went for chocolate cake mix here, which is my favorite flavor of cake. And then I'm gonna add in a half stick of melted butter along with 2 eggs and a half cup of milk. And then grab yourself an electric mixer and go ahead and mix that all through. When I was experimenting with this, I tried using milk, I tried using water, oil, all kinds of different stuff, but I find that this combination gives you the best result with really nice fudgy donuts. Once you have that all ready to go, you'll want to pipe it into your preheated donut maker. If you don't have one of these guys, you could also use a donut pan, or you could just scoop it into a little mini muffin tin and make donut muffins, but I'm just gonna go for the donut maker today. I know it's like steaming, so it looks like it's burning or something, but I promise you it just gets like kind of smoky for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's steam, but I've also had this donut maker for like probably 4 or 5 years, so maybe one day it'll like explode, but it's chill for now. Anyways, let that bake for about 3 or 4 minutes, but it'll depend on your own donut maker, and then pop them out using a donut prong. Mine came with this little donut prong that's super helpful, so I'm just gonna go ahead and skewer those out. And while those cool down, let's make the chocolate ganache. This seriously puts the donuts like right over the top, makes them super decadent. You'll want to start off with a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and just pour those into a heat-proof bowl, and then pour over a half cup of boiling hot heavy whipping cream. Let that sit for about 5 minutes so it can get started with the melting, and then mix that all through until it is smooth. If you need to, you could microwave it for like 10 seconds or something, but otherwise otherwise, we can just start dipping our donuts into the ganache. So I'm gonna dip it in about halfway, pop any kind of air bubbles in the center, and then we can add on some sprinkles. I'll leave a link to this sprinkle mix down below, but it's a really nice kind of modern Christmas color scheme. And I'm only adding sprinkles on the upper half of the donut just so we can add on a kawaii face later. But if sprinkles aren't your thing, you could also do some crushed candy canes. Gives it a nice little pepperminty flavor that's really festive. Or you could do some mistletoe sprinkles. Again, a good option if you have a crush on somebody, just putting it out there. But just go ahead and decorate the rest of your donuts. Once you have that all finished, take some white frosting in a piping bag and go ahead and pipe out some kawaii faces. I did a smiley face, a winking one. You could also write out your friends' names on these, whatever you think is gonna make them the happiest. And now your cake mix donuts are finished. These are seriously so good. I'm not kidding when I say you can't tell it's from a cake mix. It just tastes like a really rich, fudgy chocolate donut. And overall, I think that these treats are so fun and so simple too. You can make them for a party, you can make them as gifts, you can have a party making them as gifts for yourself, whatever gets you in the holiday spirit. And now that our treats are finished, let's hop into the outro. Alright guys, our holiday treats are finished now, and I hope you all enjoyed. And if you like this video, make sure you tap that subscribe button. You can also check out my last video again right down there. The blog post is right over here. And I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all back here very soon. Happy holidays. I don't know why I did like a double wave. Goodbye.